To achieve the goal of institutional change in order to fill the needs, problem solving, correct injustice, or improve the quality of human life or people's welfare, the social movement should not focus on publicly shaming corporations to change these bad business practices. The side of the house already talked about the bad business practices that happen nowadays, like harming the environment, no providing the safe working condition to their workers, the human rights violation, and so far and so on. They said by this publicly shaming corporation, they will do something actively in social media, like showing the research, showing the videos or picture. By showing all that things, the society will understand that what this corporation had done this entire life, that the corporation has done a bad practices. The interest of the social movement, the side of the house saying that it gained more followers. They said the society never see the social movement as a threat. It is not a real action. They say that the society never really get the result. How you can get the how you can get the videos, picture, or anything that shows the bad behavior or bad business practices of the corporation, while side of the house also saying that big business practices are rich and have more capacity or more powerful, meaning that the security of the corporation is high. There's no space, there's no chance, it is difficult to get any documentation or any proof about this bad business practices. They said they also said about getting more followers. Is it the real people that we know that so many followers in the social media like Instagram are fake? They're just a buzzer. How come? What if they are a buzzer? Don't you know that the common problem in the internet society is right now is a hoax? There are so many buzzer and hoax spread around the internet. How can you give the guarantee of the validation of the information that posted by the social movement on social media? The side of the house also saying that the corporation will think twice to not change their behavior if they keep doing the bad business practices while the social movement already publicly shaming them in the social media. You know, the corporation won't even see your post on the social media. They would even laugh at the post you uploaded on social media because they do understand that the society is not having full trust, having no full trust on the social media since hoax information is spread around the internet. Side of the house also saying that mobilize people to hating this corporation. It seems like there is no difference between this social movement and a group of people that spread hatred. Isn't it a bad behavior also? The side of the house also saying that through this action the society will stop buying their product. There is no way you can easily make people to stop buying their product since they're in addiction of the product. They say that the corporation will lose the trust of customers. You know, as long as they need the product, as long as it is beneficial for themselves, as long as it gives no harm, people will keep buying it and keep consuming it. Like people will keep buying it. Like, why not? Because it is brightening my face. If it is about a cosmetic or what, it is make me healthy. There's nothing wrong about it. And they said also that the society saying that the society never get resulted. You know, how come that legislative action who walk in law, who struggle with right, gives no impact, while the legislation action walk in law, struggle for right, and so on? At least this legislative action fear the corporation and tell the corporation, hey, I know that you guys doing this bad business practices, and there are people, group of people knowing about this. The society saying that they never see them as a threat. Instead, that through legislative action, like what the side of the house said before, like do campaign on the streets, social movements show the power of them, showing how powerful the mass is. For example, the case in the college student that do campaign in September in 2019, they carry the narrative to reject the omnibus law. You know, the people could see how big the mass was. They are so powerful. Even the police can do nothing about it. Uh, in this case, we won't only focus on this publicly shaming. So while side of the house really focus on publicly shaming, they are try to illustrate that this publicly shaming more effective, that this is effective, the only effective strategies to do to change these bad business practices, rather than doing this through legislative action. While in this position right now, we want to we want to, as the social movement, should not only focus on publicly shaming corporation to change these bad business practices. Why we are not only focused on that publicly shaming, we will still struggle with the strategies without leaving another strategy, which is through legislative action. It is coincidence we struggle through both of them. We do social media, we do publicly shaming, and we also do this legislative action. So why not we do both? Because we will give a maximal effort to create people's welfare, right? Because that is the purpose of the social movement itself, right? And then we are talking about the legislative action. This legislative action struggling for right. It is struggling with the law. It is not only doing negotiation like the side of the house saying before. Legislative action is only do negotiation, discussing, and wasting time to campaign on the street and have and gives no result. You know, legislative action is working with law. We struggle for it like human right, the humanity. Law is something that can't be denied by everyone. Law is the powerful tool to defend the truth, to save the humanity. Law is something that one looked at you by your position, like who you are based on your value and position. Law is not on your anyone's side. We won't only focus about public shaming corporation, but also coincidence through legislative action. We can give them another mechanism that the social movement need to create a well-educated society, like give more effort in educating the impact of a company such as environmental issues and humanity through a socialization in direct, I mean this is a face-to-face, or produce more education video on the internet for the lesson as the contribution for the social media publicly shaming corporation into the social media. So we want to do the socialization like these factories produce hazardous factory waste into rivers so that it pollutes the water around the rivers and impacting the people of family who consume the water. It might cause various disease, dangerous disease, or even death. So the society will be afraid because they can feel the feel the feel feel the effect of this bad practices. I'm so proud to propose.